Okay. So very good morning to all. This is Today we are starting with our semester three course. That is semester three course number 301, strategic management. The course is for 3 credits, and it's a common course for all the students, irrespective of the specialization. So like every time we have 5 units, the same pattern is followed over here. We have 5 units for for the subject, and today we are going to start with the unit number one. Okay, so the unit number one will be understanding strategy. So the subject, that is strategic management, is basically about how you're going to understand the market scenario, organizational scenario, then understanding the strategy, how the organizations are working to cope up with the competition and all. So we are going to learn about various strategies, various types of strategic management tricks, then a little bit of live examples, and along with that we are also going to study about the basic, which will be the starting point of our subject. Okay, so basics of strategy. So today's session, that is unit number one, understanding strategy. So the content for the unit one is like concept of the strategy, levels of strategy, that is corporate level, business level, and functional level, then strategic management, the meaning and characteristics, then distinguish between strategy and tactics, are very closely related to words but having a slight different meaning. Then strategic management process, stakeholders in business, then roles of stakeholders in strategic management. Then we're also going to learn about the strategic intent, then characteristics of good vision statement, mission statements, then difference between them, the process of envisioning, etc. Then we are going to learn a Bill's three-dimensional model. Then what are goals, what are objectives, and the linkage of them with vision mission. Then what are CSFs, what are KPI, what are KRA. Then components of strategic management, and also we're going to study about how to analyze external environment, doing environmental appraisals, scenario planning, preparing an ETOP analysis profile. Okay, so along with that, we're also going to go for Porter's five force model, then model of competition, and entry and exit barriers. So this is just like a gist of what is going to be taught in this entire chapter. And now we will start with the session. So I hope all are able to hear me, right? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, just be attentive, and I expect two-side communication. It won't be like I just keeping on saying something and you all just being muted. Okay, so please, if you have any doubt, you can just ask me, or you can wait till until I get completed with that phrase, and then you can raise whatever doubts you have, and we'll have a two-side communication. It would be more like discussion. Okay, so if you have any kind of doubt, you can just ask me then and there. Okay, so now let us start with the session. Okay, what do you mean by strategy? Yes, anyone? We use this word very oftenly in our day-to-day life, but what does actually it means? Or studying it from the point of management, what does it mean? Can anyone elaborate on this? Yes,
Evolution of something.
evolution. Yes, anymore? Yes, Gaurav Kurade, Bhakti Pokre, Swapnil. Any more reply on this? Okay. So it's about not exactly about evolution. Strategy is something about, you can say, a plan, or the path that you have planned to achieve certain things, right? So planning, you can say, is somewhat like being strategy. Okay, so now let us see in detail what does strategy means. Okay, tactics, or you can say planning to achieve something in a very different or a very strategic way. So now let us see in detail what is strategy. So the concept of strategy, the word strategy came from the Greek word strategos, which means a general. Okay, at that time, means this word is not basically from English. The word belongs to Greek language, wherein the word is exact word is strategos. Okay, so this word came from Greek language, and this is now afterwards, after reframing, after evolving, it became strategy. Okay, this so the general word is strategos. So at that times, strategy literally meant the art and science of directing military forces. Means this word was basically used in armed forces, for and it was like art or science, you can say, a very systematic way plan to achieve something, right? So it was basically used in military forces, so as to understand other parties, understand their tricks, and then accordingly behave with your plans to overcome them, right? So basically this word belonged to armed forces. Today, strategy is used in business to describe how an organization is going to achieve its objective. So to achieve the objective, the plan, or you can say the lineup that we make, right, to achieve certain goal, those are termed as strategy nowadays. So nowadays we can see that there are many organization with the similar products, with the similar services, which are operating in the same market, but they are very vigorously fighting with each other to cover the market share, and each one wants to be the forefrontier in the competition. So they are continuously working on their strategies, or they're continuously planning so that they can achieve the majority of market share and uh, raise their profit at a higher level, right? So every organization planning something to achieve its objective in a very planned manner can be termed as word strategy. I hope all are understanding this. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So the concept of strategy is central to understanding the process of strategic management. The term strategy is derived from the Greek word strategos, which means generalship, the actual direction of military force. So the word that we at the very first sentence of this PPT we heard, that strategos. So this word actually belong to the military forces, and it means the generalship. Generalship is the person who rules, or you can say handles the entire military force, is called as general. And the way he works, or the way he plans, is nothing but the generalship at those times. So strategos is nothing but the generalship, the planning that used to be done to overcome the competitors, right? So strategos is nothing but generalship, which is the word taken from military forces, and now it is very oftenly loosely used in the business scenario. So it is often used loosely to mean a number of things. So there may be n number of plans, n number of small plans, so that we can go to the higher height which we have which we have termed as objective of our organization and all. And the main this thing work is to just work on those plan, which we can term as strategy to achieve the objective. So however, in business, strategies are more about understanding the competition and preparing a plan to match or surpass the potential of the rivals. So in business, strategy is basically it is only used so that you can overcome your competitor, right? See, as I told before also, that there are n number of organization dealing in the market, right? So every organization tries to be the organization with major market share, organization with major profitability, and for that every organization is fighting with every other competitor of it. So when we are talking about strategies, what the organization are doing, they are understanding the competition, they're understanding their rivals, they're understanding what the tricks their competition are playing, and accordingly they try to do planning to match or surpass. Means at least they can match their competition and give them a tough fight, or at least they can surpass, means go overhead to their competitors, or the at the potential of their rivals. So this is how the organization works. uh, with with the strategies. Okay, now here is one definition of strategy given by Alfred Chandler. So let us see. Strategy can be defined as the determination of the basic long term goals and objectives of an enterprise, and the adoption of courses of action and the allocation of resources necessary for carrying out these goals. So according to Alfred Chandler, if you'll see many books, there are different meanings or different definitions given by different authors. Okay, so Alfred Chandler is one of the management thinker who has given this definition. He says that it is determination of a basic long term goal and objective of any organization, which is adopted to have certain course of action to achieve its goal by using various resources it has. Okay, so in this way the organization actually works. Are you getting this? Yes. Okay, if any doubt, just let me know. Okay. Now, as we have seen this, what the strategy means, the next step is levels of strategy. See, strategy is not a simple small word which just mean generalship or doing certain plan on and working on that action plan to achieve a goal. But it works at a very different level. It works at a very different point of time when we are considering an entire organization. Okay, so there are different levels of strategy depending upon its importance and depending upon its importance and depending upon its this thing, what do we say, uh, its authority level. Okay, so levels of strategies are as follows, like corporate level strategy, business level strategy, and the functional level strategies. So let us see now in detail what does it means. Okay, good managers observe their competition all the time and speculate on what particular strategy those organizations are following. So we always see that many organizations are continuously studying the plans of their competitors, right? They usually keep on planning about what the organization just to interrupt, are you able to see a pyramid kind of diagram on the screen? Okay, just a second. Okay, now you're able to see the pyramid kind of diagram on your screen. Okay, well, just a second. Okay, now is it a little bigger in size? Are you able to see the screen now? Okay, okay, just a second. Okay. So if you'll see the big organizations, or if you'll just observe any organization which is working at a very higher level, you'll observe that every organizational managerial people, or you can say every organizational higher authority people who are actually doing the brainstorming work, they are continuously observing their other organizations which are their competitors, and they are continually along with the time understanding studies what the other competitive organizations are doing, what are their products, how they are doing various changes, how they're implementing various things, and so on. So in this way, various organizations are working on various strategies so that they can work on their own strategy so that they can overcome the competitors, right? So when you're talking about strategy, it is not only understanding your organization, but you have to understand your competitor, study what your competitors are doing, study what are their future plans, what might be their future plans, what might be their course of further action, and so on. So you need to understand very keenly that what they are actually doing, what is their pattern of behavior, how they are working, and in this way you will be able to understand your competitors very well. So in fact, strategic planning and management may be occurring at three or more different levels in the organization. It will look like a cascading hierarchy of strategic initiatives that build and depend upon each other. Okay, so when we are talking about the levels of strategies, it can be depending upon this study of organizational planning. It can be divided upon at three different level, that is corporate level, business level, and functional level. So as you can see this pyramid, a very higher level strategy is known to be a corporate level strategy. The strategy that works at the middle level of the organization is the business level strategy, and the strategy that works at the functional level, lower level, is called as the functional level strategy. Okay, so these are the three levels of strategy. When we are talking about corporate level, it is at a very higher level. Okay, and when we are talking about the function level, it as a departmental level, and business level stands at the mid of both. Now let us see in detail each. Okay, okay, so see, first is the corporate level strategy. Okay, so strategy at the corporate level is designated as corporate strategy. So the strategy that works at corporate level is the corporate level strategy, as it is itself in name. Okay, it is the top management plan to direct and run the entire enterprise as a whole. Okay, so if you'll see, or I have already written one example, I'll take it that later. Okay, so the strategic plan that top management, a very higher level of management of any organization takes, comes under corporate level strategy. That plan is for the corporate entire enterprise as a whole. Okay, it is the main purpose of your business. Think of corporate level strategy as the destination towards which your business is moving. So corporate level strategy is nothing but the destination at which your entire business is moving. That destination affects all the strategies and decisions in every other part of your business. So if any strategic decision at the corporate level goes wrong, or anything or any decision or strategy planning done at the corporate level goes wrong, entire thing at the bottom gets collapsed, and it will hamper every different strategy at business level as well as the functional level. So this corporate level strategy acts as a very important level of strategy for any organization, and hence it is nothing but the purpose of your main business. Okay, and all this decision is taken by the very top management. Okay, the corporate level strategy act as a guiding force behind the business. These high level strategies will define company's main purpose. So whatever be the company's main purpose will be highlighted by these strategies. These strategies will work to uh, actually achieve the main purpose of the organization, means the organization for which it is running. To achieve those goals, these higher level strategies work. Okay, and they are like a guiding force for the business level strategies and the um, functional level strategies. So when you set your corporate strategy, it will directly affect the decision making in every other part of your business. So whenever the corporate level strategy changes, entire structure or the decision making of the organizations, every each other part will also get impacted, and it will also get change, or it will have some impact over it, or ultimately the decision making will have certain impact due to the corporate level strategy. And the corporate level strategies will also help you to set the priorities and common goals, because it is actually the main this thing, you can say, objective of the organization. Then focus the uses of resources and specify the expected results or achievement. So these are the three things that will help you for corporate level strategy. Okay, the example of this level corporate level of strategy is like, if your competitors are trying hard to take your business. So understand the example over here. See, if the competitors are trying to take your business, so to keep growing efficiently, you need to increase market share, this becomes your corporate level strategy. Now see, there are a number of organizations working in the same market, and every organization I already discussed, they try to overcome and increase their market share by capturing your market share, right? So what does your course of action here will be? Now you have to retain your market share. Before that, just let me know, do you know what market share means? Yes. Yes. Anyone from students, what does market share means? Durga, Arti Ghatge, Kurade. Share price according to the market. Right. So every organization, what does it try? It tries to increase their market share. Means they want majority of sales of their product. They want to capture the market at large, right? So every organization tries to increase their market share. And if your competitor is trying to capture you or trying to betray you, then every organization which is competitor will try to increase its market share. And to increase this market share, this decision will be the corporate level strategy. Okay, are you getting? So if you are having a good competitor who are giving tough fight to you, and they're trying to take your business, so what will be your decision to beat it? You will your decision will be like, you're going to work on increasing the market share. So ultimately, if you're going to increase your market share, your competitor will get betrayed, right? So increasing the market share becomes your strategy to overcome your competitor. So this becomes your corporate level strategy, because this decision is taken at the top level management, and this decision is a whole decision for the entire organization. So this becomes your corporate level strategy. Okay, are you getting this? Okay. Okay, or you can just take one very small example. Uh, you know, Tata company, Tata group of companies, right? Yeah. So Tata group of companies, what they are doing, that the decisions taken by Tata group as a whole for entire this, they are working under an umbrella concept, right? Means the brand name remains common, only the product services changes, right? So Tata Motors, Tata Consultancy, then many other products they are having, right? So the main brand name remains the same, under one umbrella they are working. So any decision taken by the Tata group of companies, which will be abided by all the companies under those umbrella, will be the corporate level strategy. Now you're getting this? Okay. Now next is the business level strategy. Now business level strategy, it is the second highest level of strategy after corporate level of strategies. So business level strategy is like that differential. It translates the drive produced by the corporate level strategy into action, functional level, that moves your business in the right direction. Means what will happen, whatever the decisions taken at the corporate level, it will be actually implemented by the business level strategies, or business level strategies will carry forward those corporate level decisions to the below level of strategies. That is, it will carry the corporate level strategic decisions and action plans to the functional level of strategy. So it is more like a carrier or a distributor of a strategic actions. Okay. Business level strategies are more focused than corporate level strategies, but not nearly as focused as functional level strategies. See, when we are talking about all these three strategies, functional level strategies are very focused, very narrow, and very to the point. But when we are talking about the corporate level strategy, they are very broad in nature, they are very vast. But when we are talking about the business, it is not as narrow or not as focused as the functional level strategy, and not as broad as the corporate level strategy. So they stand at the mid of both. Okay. So they are the middle level strategies, less focused than functional level but more focused than corporate level strategies. Means more specific than corporate level strategies but less specific than functional level strategies. Business level strategies translate corporate strategies into more tangible actions. Okay, so what does business level strategies do? Whatever the decisions or strategic planning done at the corporate level, they translate those strategies more tangibly or more into action at the business level. So, in essence, your business strategies will define the assignments and actions required to achieve your corporate level strategy. So, whatever the corporate level strategy, which we say it is an ultimate aim of the organization, these business level strategies will actually design assignment or design required action plan to achieve your corporate level strategy. Okay, so now let us jump to the example that I had discussed with the previous slide. That is, the competitor was trying to beat you in the market, and hence your corporate level strategy was to increase your market share. So, to for the same example, now to increase your market share was the corporate level strategy. Now, what does the business level strategy to carry forward this corporate level strategic planning will be? So now business level planning will be now to build on the corporate level strategy to increase the market share. So the business level strategies that will support this goal of increasing the market share will be like increasing the marketing budget, because you now want to increase the market share means you now need to do more advertisement, you now need to create more awareness about your product, you need to now do more research and development so that you can enhance your product in a more better way, right? So increasing the marketing budget will be your first business level strategy so as to achieve the corporate level strategy. Then second thing, that is improving the product quality. Now see, to increase the market share and beat your competitors, you need to have better product than your competitors, right? So improving the product quality becomes now the second business level strategy to achieve your corporate level strategy. And the last one, that is tapping new markets and emerging markets, means to identify the new customers and to identify the new corners of the market or emerging market so that you can increase your market share will be your third uh, business level strategy to achieve your corporate level strategy. So in this way, these business level strategies help you to achieve the corporate level strategy. Now those strategies then trickle down to the next level of your business. Now these three strategies, as we can see, the first level of strategy of corporate level strategy was brought down in a very specific way at the business level strategies. Now these business level strategies will be again focused and more broadly distributed at the next level, that is at the functional level of strategies. Now let us see the functional level strategy. So functional level strategies is the next point. So functional level strategies are the actions and goals assigned to various departments that support your business level strategy and corporate level strategy. These strategies specify the outcomes you want to see achieved from the daily operations of specific departments of your business. So see, whatever the decisions taken or the plans or strategies designed at the business level of strategies are now going to be brought down in a very specific and more focused manner at the next level. So this level is nothing but the functional level. So this functional level strategy will now see that your whatever the daily operations or the functions of each departments are going to do to achieve this business level strategies, so that the business level strategy will be able to achieve its corporate level strategy. So the linkage is like the actual work will be done at the functional level strategies, they will comply to achieve the business level strategy, and ultimately completion of the business level strategy will help you to gain your corporate level strategy. Okay, so this is the cycle, or you can say the strain, how it works. The business level strategy, so the functional level strategy works to support at a departmental level or at a functional level to support the business level and the corporate level strategy. Your functional level strategy should reflect fact that corporate and business objectives typically require the involvement of multiple functional areas. So your functional strategies will be reflecting the corporate level and the business level strategies, and it will involve various functional areas like HR, marketing, production, research and development, etc. So to continue with the previous example, now see, as our first strategy was to increase the market share at corporate level, and at business level it was like increasing the marketing budget, product quality, and tapping new emerging markets. So improving the product and quality, so that will be covered under production. Then this increasing the marketing budget will be needed to increase or work upon the production. Then first thing that will be done at the functional level strategy will be whatever the decisions taken at the business level will be again turned into more specific departmental strategies. So with the same example, if we continue, so now the HR department will start increasing hiring of trained employees, so that they can do more advertisement, they can create more awareness about their product. They can hire more people into different departments, so that they can do the departmental functions more efficiently. So this will be the work for the HR department. Then marketing department, so as to achieve the objectives at the business level, they will continuously improve brand identification, so that their brand will be more known to the people, more awareness will be created, people will remember their brand, and they will purchase the product. So they are going to do heavy promotions, heavy advertisements, heavy awareness programs will be taken at the marketing level, that is the marketing functional department. And third, we can take the production. So at the production department, or at the production function, what they will try now, they will try to work upon the product, right? So they will reduce the rejection. Reducing rejection is like creating good quality products, right? Focus on quality improvement means continuously produce more good quality of product. Try to improve the quality of your product, whatever the lacunas, whatever the drawbacks or the negative points you receive from the feedback of the customer, try to work upon that continuously. Focus on improving the quality of the product. Then rejection, reducing the rejections means whatever the product which are not good or not, you should try to reduce them, right? So this will be the functional level strategies which will be actually worked at different functional levels in the organization or the departments, which will be ultimately supporting the business level strategies and the corporate level strategies. Once these strategies are set, department managers can devise actual employee assignment to support the departmental goals. So once the this strategies are completed or set at the departmental or functional level, what will the managers do? They will start assigning the work to different employees, so that they can support their departmental goal, which will be the departmental course of action taken at the functional level strategy. So are you all getting this? Yes. So in this way, this cycle works in the organization, which is continuously working on different levels, so as to support each other and ultimately achieve the organizational goals, which are decided at the corporate level. So I think all are clear with this point, right? If any doubt, please you can ask me right now. Yes, Neha, any doubt? Durga, Supriya?
No doubt from my side now.
Okay. Okay, I think all are clear with this. Uh, so these are the different three levels of strategy that actually works. Now I will just summarize this and stop for today. So summary of the levels of strategy. Now corporate level of strategy is nothing but defines the business areas in which your firm will operate, involves integrating and managing the diverse business and realizing synergy at the corporate level. Then it is the top management team which is responsible to take the decisions at the corporate level. Okay, now how business level strategy is different from it? That is, it involves defining the competitive position of that particular strategic business unit, and decided upon by the heads of the strategic business units and their team. And at the functional level strategy, it is formulated by the functional head, or you can say departmental head, along with their teams. It involves setting up the short term functional objectives. So in this way, the three levels of strategies work to ultimately achieve the corporate level strategy of the organization, so as to achieve the ultimate business goals. So I hope all are clear with this. If any doubt right now, you can ask me, or in case you raise doubt later on, you can just ping me later. I'll be there to help you. Okay. So any doubt? Yes, all are clear with this. Okay. So with this, we I conclude our today's session. Thank you all for attending the lecture for today. Have a good day. Thank you. Now you all may leave the meet. Thanks.